Question many parents and teachers have been asking: just how long can Detroit Public Schools stay open if lawmakers don't take action, and soon?
Well, today we learned exactly when the district will run out of cash to operate. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell with the story.
As Detroit Public Schools transition manager Steven Rhodes spoke to lawmakers today, he gave them a deadline. He said he spoke to financial experts, and right now the school district is on track to run out of money in less than a month on April 8th.
We need your help in order to keep the schools open past April 8th.
Detroit Public Schools transition manager and retired bankruptcy judge Steven Rhodes told lawmakers if they don't approve financial help, Detroit Public Schools will be forced into bankruptcy.
Understand the urgency of the $50 million supplemental appropriation.
That is a short-term fix. He and the district's new interim superintendent, Alicia Merriweather, also asked for a long-term solution: the passage of legislation providing more than $700 million to help the district pay down its debt and restructure.
Because of the incredible reduction measures we have already taken, we are now operating in the black. We're operating on less money than we're taking in, but for the debt.
Republican Representative Mike McCready from Birmingham asked not only why not consider bankruptcy, but why Steven Rhodes' contract actually bans him from recommending it.
What they've asked you to do is not recommend bankruptcy or not even consider bankruptcy. But yet, as we go through these hearings, it appears to us that everything needs to be on the table.
Bankruptcy is not a viable option for the Detroit Public Schools.
Rhodes says the court would find the state liable for the vast majority of DPS debt. It wouldn't go away. Lawmakers pushed back. Republican Representative Daniela Garcia from Holland asked how she could possibly justify to her voters giving hundreds of millions of dollars to Detroit Public Schools.
How would you justify sending $715 million to Detroit Public Schools to them?
The debt is not the fault of the children. And yet they are the ones suffering because of decisions adults have made. And so at this point, adults have another decision to make.
They're telling me, well, if we give $715 million to Detroit Public Schools, then those are other programs and services that are going to have to be cut for our community.
Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Well, the Detroit Federation of Teachers is responding to Judge Steven Rhodes' announcement. The interim president, Ivy Bailey, released this statement: if Detroit Public Schools runs out of money on April 8th, the stark reality is that Detroit students won't have schools to attend. Many students won't receive breakfast or lunch, and educators and school staff won't get paid. These are the real consequences of inaction in Lansing. We now have a date and real urgency to get serious about making sure our schools are adequately funded. Our members won't work for free, and our students deserve to have a public school system that works for them, not for Lansing politicians.